from Saudi Arabia. She says, what's the reward of memorizing the Quran? Well, the best reward is that those who memorize the full Quran will go to the highest level of Jannah. The Prophet told us, alayhi salatu wasalam, that on the Day of Judgment, those who memorize the Quran would be asked to recite and to rise up in the levels of Jannah. For the last level they would reach is according to the last ayah they memorized. So if they've memorized the full thing, they will go up for the full thing. And this is in the hereafter. In this life, memorizing the Quran can't be described. The power that it gives a person who memorizes it and knows the meaning of it and implement it in his life, this guy is a saint in Islamic terms. He is a wali of Allah Azza wa Jal, walking on earth, because he has in his chest the words of Allah Azza wa Jal, the words of Allah the Almighty. So this reflects positively on every aspect of life. Imam Ibn Taymiyyah, may Allah have mercy on his soul, who was jailed unjustly, and he was jailed for years, not a year or a month, for years. He used to be so content with his prison sentence. And he used to say, what would my enemies do with me? My paradise is in my chest. This knowledge, this Quran that I have in my chest is my paradise. This is what I enjoy, and I find and get my happiness from. So this is something that you can not comprehend the high, great rewards of it coming from memorizing the Quran in this dunya. So you should go for it. Faiz, Daryl from the UK.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So I'd like your advice on what to do in my situation. So I have an older brother who is an adult, and my mom is away from home for long periods of time. So I'm expected to do all the household things like cook all his meals, do the shopping, take out the trash, his laundry, and so on. And this has been going on for a long time. So I'd like to ask, what kind of intention can I have when I'm doing all this so that I'm rewarded? Because I can't find any hadith on my situation, especially because he's not physically disabled. It might just be his laziness, especially when I have my own things to worry about, like exams coming up and so on.
The Prophet ﷺ told us about a prostitute that was thirsty and went down a well to drink and came back, seeing a dog with his tongue stuck out of thirst. So she went back to the well, filled her shoe with water, held it with her mouth, and came up and gave the water to the dog. Allah Azza wa Jal thanked her by forgiving her sins for her act of kindness. The companions were shocked. And this same hadith was also narrated about a man who did the same thing. And the companion said, O Prophet of Allah, that was a dog, and we rewarded for being kind to a dog? The Prophet indicated, alayhi salatu wasalam, that doing an act of kindness to any living creature who has a moist liver, meaning he's alive or it is alive, that has charity in it. If you compare apple to apple and think of what you do to your lazy brother, who's not a dog, he's your sibling, he's Muslim, he's the closest of people on earth to you, of your own flesh and blood, being kind in serving him, in being kind by feeding him, cooking for him, cleaning and washing and preparing his things, while anticipating the reward of Allah, by far this exceeds being kind to a dog. So be certain that Allah Azza wa Jal would reward you for that, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best.